And here we go, map 2. Yeah, so we see Marta on the recon, Scrub on assault, Resnap's on support. Okay, so they're having a little bit of fun with this. We're seeing a super weapon switch here for Marta. So let's watch Marta. Let's see where that goes. I believe Ghost is on dumpster. Yes, it is. Marta goes straight through mid, looking for table, looking for a pick. Doesn't quite find it. Gets one. Gets shredded out. Resnaps, however, gets a retrade, so this is now a 2v1. It was not Marta who got the pick, however, it was still getting the pick with the distraction. And here comes Harry, but Resnaps has a Kyler. It's just one shot. It's just one shot. And there's the SRM. Yeah, Harry not having cover and getting exposed. Nearly clutched the round out for his team. Balti, I do not care if you're not playing, mate. Okay, so how are Equinox going to answer? Because we have a respawn of the Ghost here. It is on Dumpster once again. What SAA doing? I see Marta here on Skybridge. I've got Scrub here on computers. Marta gets a flank on Harry, gets a pick immediately. Scrub is pushing through mid here. Burster needs to be very careful because they're pushing through the table. And Resnap expects a push, gets a pick. And Marta closes it out. Quick round. Again, it's just split push, forward positioning, forward information, picking them apart one by one. And that's an MX. And that MX is going to be strong. So I fix my overlay. Here comes early damage here onto Harry. Harry with the ZRS. Good switch. Marta, however, gets Sizz. Marta can convert this into a double, but Harry gets Scrub instead. Burster out of position here on Dumpster. Resnaps was looking for that double with a pre-fire here. Lots of pre-fire from Resnaps lately, I'm noticing. Bursa should have known where Resnaps was, but maybe some inexperience there. Failure to triangulate this on sound. 3 rounds to 0. Round 4. Weapon trade again from Resnaps. Don't think it's entirely necessary. Double ZRC and SRM here for Equinox. Sizz recognizing, okay, SRM is actually better here. As we see Dump Truck Ghost, Sizz pushing all the way through. And gives himself away with footsteps. Neotokyo Scrub expects it, gets the pick. Harry getting flanked here by Marta. Neotokyo Scrub on 9 HP. Bursa gets them with the grenade. Gets a call out on Resnaps here, but gives away their position. Pushes out here, drops Marta by 46, but out in the open, gets picked. Yeah, 4-0. Round 5. Yeah, so do we see any adaptation? We see the JT back on to Sizz here. Again, Sizz immediately straight through to ladder, gets picked off by Neotokyo Scrub. Resnaps with a MX push here onto Skybridge, gets Bursa as well. Harry down to the Lonesome, but they do have an MX. I have an MX on Toxic U here, or in front of door with an open if they wanted to. They have the pen. Yep, they have the pen. They took advantage of it. Gets the recon. But here comes stuff. Oh, here comes Resnaps. Resnaps can cap. And there's the cap. Yeah. So, scrap metal being such a compact map that holding a position like Toxic means that if you don't have that door open and you can't route through, you are going to get capped on. Milso on the support, so they gave the Carter to the recon. Okay. Do they do it again? No. Yes, they do. Okay, so Kyler and MXS onto Marta. But he doesn't take it. He sticks with his ZRC, so that means that we got MXS on the support, MX on the so immediate engagement here from Burst. Immediate engagement here from Sizz. But he's a very strong player as he gets one trade. He's in the medium position here around dump truck on ladder. They've got to be careful here. Equinox are very weak. Neotokyo Scrub is in a position to gather information here. If Equinox make any footsteps, he knows where they are. Berser around their spawn. Sizz on Geisha gives himself away, though the footsteps, I think Scrub potentially heard that. Berser slow walking through here. Scrub in a corner position, recognizing that they have 1 minute left. They could easily tie it out. Sizz on table. Is at risk. Backs off. Does not go through into dumpster. It's the danger zone right now. Skybridge and dumpster, both the danger zones. Berser running around freely here. If Neotokyo Scrub just gave himself away with the cloak. Sizz heard the cloak, knew where they were, but just not quite. Not quite. Neotokyo Scrub looking for the ace. There's the pre-fires on Skybridge, but Berser's sat here on computers. Berser should hear that. But so here comes Scrub. They know where they are. Oh no. Never mind. They did not hear. Don't know how. Nice ace there from Scrub. Maybe their audio's not set up. Maybe they have music playing. I don't know. Round 7, 6-0 here for Shock and Awe. We've got double MX ZRC here. We've got MX ZRS and SRM for Equinox. Berser realizing the power of the ZRS as Equinox have control of the Ghost. Shocking all around dump truck. Here comes an aid from Neotokyo Scrub. Ooh. Doesn't quite find the target. But Sizz should see where that grenade is. Yep, Berser shuts down the push here, but here comes Resnaps to the retread. Gets one. And Harry gets Marta. Now it's down to Resnaps, who is out of position, needs to reload, gives himself away by breaking the window. But Berser pushes solo here. And just by luck, Harry happens to be in the correct position to get a point on the board. 6-1. Equinox getting a little bit of momentum back in their favour here. They're going to be feeling good about that. Berser with his super. Maybe thinking that, okay, this close quarters map, I can shut down the recon by doing this. There's a lot of potential. You know, double MX as well for Shock and Awe with the ZRC. Sizz on computers. Scrub pushing right through, gets one. Resnaps engaging, gets second. Now it's down to Harry, but he's on 42 HP and he's hit an awkward angle on around Toxic. Gets one. But if he gets split push, he's in danger. Here comes Scrub. Harry hears them. There's a Ghost. Resnaps pushing the angle that Harry should be watching. Doesn't have cover, gets killed. This should be match point. Yep, round 9 match point. Here we go. Fast map 2, and here's the A12 here being swapped onto the recon potentially. Yeah. A12 onto support, MX onto... Oh, indecisiveness here. The recon takes the air, pushing right through mid. Let's watch the recon. Let's see what they do. Where does Marta go? Nowhere. Marta goes on to table, immediately gets Sizz for the retrade, and it's down to Harry once again. And Harry is also on Toxic. Harry has a good angle for get split push, and that's around. I was going to say they have a good angle to cover the ghost push, but Choconaw chose to go for kill because it is the final executing round. GG, well played.